Just leaving Albertsons and Ruidoso. Let's go check out this flooding they've been talking about. I looked at the news and it says Ruidoso is open for business. This is July the 24th, 2025 at 10:02 a.m. And the afternoon rains usually don't start until around 3 p.m. or so. So if you're going to go shopping in Ruidoso, and avoid rain and stuff, you might want to try shopping in the mornings. Yeah, usually it doesn't rain in the mornings. It's usually the after. It's kind of like being on the islands, the Hawaiian Islands. Every afternoon at 2 p.m. you can set your watch. The rains. But yeah, we're in the monsoon season. They have had some flooding in Ruidoso, New Mexico, and we're going to go right down to the main drag and then out to Walmart, and that'll be on Highway 70, so we'll get to see the whole thing. Yeah, but I think it's okay. I came in from Carrizozo on 37 to Highway 48, and now we're on, I'm not sure what this street is, but we go up here to Sutterth, I think. Let's see, what is this one? We're on Meacham. Okay. And it looks like they had some flooding here at this little stream here. Yeah, they did. They definitely did. I mean, they definitely did. Yeah, you can see them cleaning the mud out of that building there. And so, but right now, no problemo, July the 24th. 123 red light. Gasoline is $2.99 a gallon, which is not bad. It's $3.19 a gallon in Carrizozo. I can't believe it. Yeah, if you turn to the right, you go to what's called Upper Canyon. And if you turn to the left, you go to Midtown. And that's where all the little shopping stores are. Shopping stores. That's where all the little stores are. How about that one? But anyway, yeah, we're just cruising here. Temperature shows to be 74 degrees, 10:04 a.m. And yeah, got some groceries at Albertsons. They had a few things on sale, but large avocados are $2.49 a piece. Yeah, and I got some Hatch chili cornbread. Yeah, a round loaf of that or whatever. And it was good. It looks good. I haven't tried it yet, but I've got some pinto beans, and I'll put that on that cornbread, and that sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, you got, whenever you're on this street here, you got to watch for the speed humps because they'll kind of surprise you. The streets look pretty busy, so I guess there's no issue with flooding here. Here's a speed hump. They're called humps, not bumps, but they have the same effect. If you hit it going fast enough, your head would hit the ceiling. But it's a beautiful little town. I love Ruidoso. It's in the mountains, elevation about 7,000 feet, and you got beautiful pine trees all around, even though they can be an issue if there's a forest fire, but, you know, doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen, unfortunately. And Ruidoso has had its share of forest fires. Yeah, if you ever want to come to a town like, a tourist town and shop till you drop, well, this will do it. A lot of Texans come up here to get out of the heat in the summer, and a lot of other places that are hot in the summer, they come here, and Cloudcroft, and Santa Fe, and Taos. Yeah, they are all touristy places. They've had a little flooding downtown too, and there's some people back there working, but I'm trying to keep the camera reasonably steady here. Downtown Ruidoso, New Mexico, Thursday morning, July the 24th, 2025, 10:06 a.m. No rain now, so come on down, all you Texicans. Yeah, if you get here before noon in the mornings, the downtown, most of the shops in the downtown area open around 10 or 11 a.m. and the restaurants usually 11 a.m. But I do like this little town. Speed limit on this road is 30 miles an hour. How many people drive 30? Very few. I do. Why? Because I'm not in a hurry, for one thing. There's the Patrona Taqueria, and this place here is usually pretty busy, but they're not open yet. It's called the Cornerstone Bakery Cafe. There's a cannabis shop. Go in there and get you enough stuff to roll you a big blunt. Well, I haven't seen many signs of flooding. That little stream, it's the Ruidoso Creek, I think, or river, maybe. Ruidoso means loud water, I think, in Spanish. There's a winery here called Loud Water, I think. I do a lot of thinking, don't I? Well, my memory ain't perfect anymore. See, I'm going 35. Speed limit's 30. So what's going on here? One of the locals going to work. But yeah, you can see there's a little indications of flood damage on the left here. And they got water barriers, to keep flooding waters out of their homes and stuff. But yeah, they've had some pretty serious flooding in here, for sure. Yeah, you go from a forest fire to a flood, and what causes that is all the undergrowth is burned up and nothing to stop the water. So it just comes down these mountains in buckets. Yeah, that's a pretty view, isn't it? Way to go, Rusty. I mean, I'm a videographer, okay? I'm kind of holding that camera that way so you can kind of see what it looks like. Some of the areas have had some flooding and others haven't. And it's the same way with forest fires. It'll skip an area and you wonder why, Here's a gas station here, Brewers, $3.19 a gallon. They're usually a little higher. And then right next door is a Conoco, $2.99. When we get up here to Highway 70, which is not much farther, we should see some more indications of flooding. Yeah, we're averaging 30.5 miles per gallon. It's been going up steadily since I got back from my trip towing my RV. It'll get back up to 32 here in a day or two. I got to go to Alamogordo tomorrow. I got to get my VAID card. You got to renew it every now and then. I think it's good for 4 years. But anyway, straight ahead, this is Highway 70 here. And usually this is where they have, go baby go. And this is usually where they have the worst flooding. Now you can see the barricades in front of the, well, let me get over here like this. You can see back there were some barricades and stuff. Let's do it this way. Yeah, this area floods here. Okay, now we're in another town now. This is called Ruidoso Downs. This is where the racetrack is. Ruidoso is one town. Ruidoso Downs is another one. I didn't know that for a long time. Yeah, they did have a little flooding in here, and you can see some of the, yeah, those guys are shoveling mud and stuff. What a mess. Let me tell you something about that mud. I had a little flooding in my uh, garage, or water got in my garage carrying some silt. It's hell to get that stuff out, man. I tried a garden hose, and there's still some there. I've got a broom ordered, a big push broom that hopefully will get it cleaned out. This is the way to go to Walmart. You kind of go around this way and then up the mountain here. And I guess this is the only way they could get that Walmart in here, was on the side of this mountain. But it's actually in Ruidoso Downs. So when we get parked here, I'll end the video. I know this will be a biggie. Yeah, to the pickup, if you ever come here, the pickup is behind that building straight ahead there. Turn, Rusty. I did. I always park way out here in the boonies. Why? I don't know. Just the kind of guy I am. Okay. Because I need the exercise, even though I did my walking. You see that tall looking pine tree straight ahead there? I'll put my finger up here. See it right there? That's actually a Verizon cell phone tower. They did a pretty good job of disguising it, did they? But anyway, guys, from Ruidoso Downs, New Mexico, on a Thursday morning, July the 24th, 2025 at 10:13 a.m., 75 degrees now. And anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. If you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the Amazon link. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life the best way you can. You got it. Anyway, guys, from Walmart, bye.